for you. We're also counting down to an historic moment at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Elon Musk, the billionaire founder of Spacex and Tesla, is set to launch the biggest rocket in the world today. The rocket you are looking at has 27 engines, enough thrust to equal 18 747 jumbo jets. The launch window opens in T-minus 2 hours at 1:30 Eastern Time. Musk has said the rocket has a 50% chance of blowing up, but if it works, it could be a landmark step toward privatized travel into deeper space, to the moon or even Mars. NBC's Tom Costello joins us live now from the Kennedy Space Center. You drew the good straw on this one, Tom.
Not bad. 70-plus degrees here in Florida. All systems are go. The weather looks good. So far, no technical issues. You're right. Elon Musk calls this the Falcon Heavy. It is essentially 3 Falcon 9s put together, Falcon Heavy. And as you mentioned, this will now be the biggest launch from the KSC since the Apollo moon missions. The giant sitting on the pad this morning in Florida is set to lift off with the kind of explosive power not seen here in 45 years. The mission, break through Earth's gravitational pull and head for a solar orbit, including Mars. This reported $90 million mission paid for by billionaire SpaceX founder Elon Musk, who admits he's a little giddy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really excited. I mean, this is a moment I've been waiting for a long time.
Liftoff on Apollo 11.
It was from this very pad, 39A, that NASA's Apollo and shuttle missions were launched. But Musk says despite all the engineering and tests, there's actually a decent chance his rocket could blow up today.
I hope it goes right. I give it maybe, I don't know, a half to 2/3 chance of working.
That's it?
Yeah. Actually, I feel like 2/3, but I think realistically half.
Falcon Heavy stands 229 feet tall. With 3 rockets and 27 engines, it can generate an astonishing 5 million pounds of thrust, carrying the equivalent weight of a fully loaded 737 aircraft. And here's what's really cool. Whereas previous rockets from Apollo or the shuttle fell back into the ocean, SpaceX wants to reuse theirs. So all 3 are programmed to come back down safely to Earth or to a platform in the ocean. If it goes well, it could be used to launch satellites far more cheaply. And perhaps one day a bigger version will lead a manned mission to the moon or even Mars.
I think it'll mean that the United States will have the largest rocket on planet Earth right now to take payloads up into orbit.
While the rocket today is unmanned, there is precious cargo aboard. Elon Musk's personal cherry red Tesla Roadster, complete with a dummy behind the wheel. And in honor of the late David Bowie, a looped recording of his song, Space Oddity.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I'm very hopeful that humanity will have a base on the moon and a city on Mars in our lifetimes.
In our lifetimes?
Yes. Yes. Well, city, village. Depends what you call a city. But let's call it a really serious lunar base, which I think would be amazing. And the beginnings of a city on Mars.
Today's mission is also all about the mantra, go big or go home. And in true Elon Musk fashion, that rocket that he hopes will eventually take humans to the moon or to Mars, he calls that the BFR, the really big flipping rocket. So that is in true Elon Musk style. Again, the window today opens at 1:30 today. Weather is good, and then he'll put his own Tesla. Remember that he owns Tesla.
Yep.
He's going to put it into a permanent orbit around the sun. Guys,
Good marketing. In fairness, I don't know if it still stands, but Elon Musk had actually said that he would like to be buried on Mars.
Well, in his city or his village, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Hey, listen, you know, one thing that's going to be really cool to watch, Ali, is that we mentioned that he wants to bring the rockets back down to Earth, right?
Yeah.
Well, they will each have at least one sonic boom. So you may have, or we may experience, 6 sonic booms as those rockets come back down and hopefully land right on the target zone. And that will save them a lot of money. It already has in previous launches, and that makes this a much more feasible way, economically feasible way to launch satellites.
As journalists, we get to see a lot of fantastic, amazing things, but having been down there for a launch of the shuttle, a rocket launch is a fascinating thing. If you're not impressed by that, just throw in the towel.
Well, they're saying that the roar from this thing will be even bigger than shuttle launches. I think I experienced about 10 shuttle launches, so I'm excited to see this one.
All right, Tom, we'll catch up with you later. Tom Costello for us, and watching this launch in about an hour and a half. All right, time now to spotlight our monumental American, someone who may be deserving of more recognition. In honor of Black History Month and in honor of this rocket launch, we are celebrating Dorothy Vaughan, a NASA mathematician who became the agency's first African-American supervisor in 1949. Dorothy led the West Area Computers, a group of all-black female mathematicians, for almost a decade. Her story was captured in the Oscar-nominated movie Hidden Figures. She was portrayed by Octavia Spencer, who was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. After her unit was desegregated, Dorothy became an expert programmer and continued to the Scout Launch Vehicle program. Dorothy passed away in 2008 at the age of 98. If you have a monumental American, tweet us, #VelSheRule.